Hey guys, welcome to Voc Rehab Bootcamp. I am Nick the Vet. Alright, so this video, you know my videos are 5 minutes in and out, give you as much information as I can to equip you to go and get your entitlement. This video is called Comebacks, and I was really excited about making it because when the counselor tries to say you're denied for whatever reason, having a good comeback based on the M28R and an actual code really floors them because they're not ready for it. So let's get started. One of the biggest ones I see is if you have any kind of a degree. I went into Voc Rehab with a bachelor's degree and 2 associates, and my counselor immediately said, you have a degree. Her term was that she said 27 times. Every time I questioned it, she kept repeating the same thing. You've overcome your employment, you've overcome your barrier to employment through education and training. And I would say, what does that mean? It means you overcome it. What do you mean I've overcome it? You don't have it anymore. I do have it, but you can overcome it. Why? Because you have the degree. I'm like, but I can't work. But you have worked. I'm like, what? What does that mean? Of course I've worked. And she goes, well, you can work. Of course I can work. Then you can get a job. But it was crazy, the mind games that they played. So here's a couple of the things that a lot of vets that I've been helping over the last couple of months have been saying. You already have a degree, and you should be able to get a job with that degree. You come back and you say, you know what, I really should. But based on the guidelines in the M28R, it states if you cannot find a job through no fault of your own, then that means your vocational impairment has not been overcome. Therefore, you have an employment handicap and should be found entitled. Boom. Now, this is if you have an EH. If you have an SCH, all that stuff is irrelevant because there's 9 factors to an SCH. What you need to do, find those factors in the M28R, write each one down, and write how each one applies to you. And if you can intelligently and confidently explain that, they should be able to acknowledge it. They may still try to spin it and say you don't really have one, but if you can do that, then the M28R guideline says they have to find you entitled. They have to. No, it says they must, actually. So back to the comebacks. If they say you already have a job, this is an employment service and you already have a job. Now, if you don't know any better, you go, well, I do, but I need a better job, but you have a job. We're here to help you get a job and you have one, so you're denied. What you say is, you know what, I do have a job, but based on the guideline in the M28R, it's not suitable employment because the goal is for me to have suitable employment, and suitable means that it does not exacerbate my service-connected disabilities, and I have to have interest in it. And I really don't have interest in it any longer because of all the challenges I've had. Therefore, it's not suitable, so I'm entitled. See? Got to use the guidelines back on them. One of the other things that I was told is that you are able to work. And I was like, I know I'm able to work. If I weren't able to work, why would I be here getting job services? Well, it's really for people who are having challenges getting work, and you know how to get a job. You've been getting jobs for years. So they try to twist what it means. What you have to do is go in there knowing I'm under 12 years, therefore I need an employment handicap. This is the 3 bullet points that are required in order to have an employment handicap. And I have them. So all that yang they try to throw at you is irrelevant. I meet the criteria based on this. And we went back and forth, and I ended up having to escalate it up and up and up, and I finally got it overturned. But my counselor was pissed off that I have the gall to challenge her, and she was not going to overturn my denial. So I had to get it overturned by the VA director eventually. So hopefully you can go in there with the information equipped so that you don't have to start escalating. Because once you get denied the first time, you get pulled into this twilight zone called an informal meeting with a supervisor. You don't want that. They got something for you in that meeting. I knew I wasn't crazy, but I could not believe the psychological games they were trying to pull on me. And somebody rolling up in there with a TBI or PTSD, they could really be triggered. And then once you get upset, they go, you're denied because you're too, emotional. They do very cruel things to veterans. What they did to me was cruel and dishonest, and I believe illegal. And I have all of it on tape. So eventually I'll share some of that with you guys so you can see the lunacy. If I told you the stuff they did, you would think I was nuts, but thank God I recorded it. Thank you for watching. This was Comebacks. I hope it helps you. I will be putting out more comebacks part 2, 3, maybe more in the future. But for now, thank you for watching. My 5 minutes are up. I'm Nick the Vet.